Good afternoon. The other day I was using the Echo 266T and it made a clunk sound and then it just gives me freewheeling on the starter. So I'm going to see if I can fix that. I got me some parts. It's the Paul assembly, which is little plastic pieces that flip out and it comes with the cup. So hopefully that's what it is. Let's see if I can get it apart.
And this is the one I just did the fix on it to put the Ryobi mid shaft and make it into like a combi, or actually they call it the PAS with the Echo line. But I don't really like their attachments and stuff. They're a little too heavy and too long. I just try to set mine up for one-handed operation. So yeah, I had the clutch fixed on it, and I used it only about a week, and then this starter kicked out on me. And my backup is not very good. It's a SRM 230, but I had a guy working for me before and he just roasted the thing. He'd either have too much string out and bogging for an hour solid, or no string and just running it wide open, you know. And I got a question, you guys out there, somebody knows, if they know, if they could comment, I'd appreciate it. On the T-Series machines, is the gear reduction in the engine side, or is it in the end, down at the gearbox at the end where the trimmer line is? In other words, is it the same head on I just got the 2620, the new 2620T, because you can't get the 266Ts anymore. But I'm curious as to where they're doing the gear reduction at, if it's in the engine side or if it's in the gearbox at the end of the shaft. Okay, that's off. Wow. The pawls are there. They seem to be working fine. So what is going on here? And then the paws don't look worn. I wonder if there really is anything wrong with it. I wonder if they just got tripped up somehow. And that still ain't doing nothing. See, this is slipping. You're learning off of my mistake, I think, right now. I've had problems like this before, and it was always the paws. I've never had a starter assembly slip like that, but let me check into it. I'll take that screw out. Maybe there's something in there that needs reset. This little pin doesn't act like it's working right, so, or actually that's a spring, end of a spring maybe. All right, let me check on it some more and I'll get back to you. Okay, what I did was I took this piece off, and when I did, what I was thinking was a pin was the end of the spring like I thought. But what happened is that spring is broke off. See, it's broken. So I didn't need the pawls at all. See where that is? The rest of the spring is down in there. So you're learning from my mistake here. But I'll have those parts for if I need them, the pawls. That was $13. I didn't need it. But this is what I needed. All right, I'm going to check and see where I can get one of these, and then should be able to throw it back together and it'll be good. So I couldn't make it back to the shop in time, the dealer, and they don't have any more. This is a dampener spring. What it does is when you pull on the rope, see the recoil is all still in there. So when you're talking to them, you got to respect that it's not the recoil spring, which is a flat banded type spring. This is the dampener, and what happens is it just makes a little bit of cushion, between this gear that drives onto the pawls, P-A-W-L-S, pawl, starter pawls. Okay, so it just makes a little bit of a dampener so that, you know, somebody goes yanking it too hard or something, it can twist up on this spring. And it takes away some of the shock. So I can't really do anything. I took apart the old SRM 230. That is my backup, basically. And it's way different. It only has one pawl instead of two. And it has no dampener in there. When you pull this off, you're straight into the recoil spring, the flat banded spring that makes it spring back into place. So I gotta wait for parts, unfortunately. So I'll catch back with you later. Good morning. So I'm at the dealership. I got me a new spring. Well, it's a dampener spring for the starter. All right, I'll button this up and get back to you.